Join us on a journey through the past to discover the major changes in water provision and use at Colgate University. Let's start in the 1850s. At this time, bathing facilities consisted of a bathhouse to which spring water was piped down the hill. In winter, some Spartan youths took morning showers in the ice-cold water, roaring with pain at the shock, and then, wrapped in overcoats, they dashed to their warm rooms to recover. The next development is marked by the first bathroom on campus.
It was in the northwest corner of East Hall, and it was funded by the Colgate family, and it was in the, I'm vaguely putting it in it's in the 1880s, but how late in the 1880s, I don't know. Prior to that, if you wanted a bath, you went downtown. So that whole use of water changed dramatically. I mean, that was our first indoor plumbing, if you will.
Next up is an administrative move that would forever change the provision of water. In 1895, the village of Hamilton incorporated the water and light departments and began providing water to all residents, including Colgate University. Ever since this point, Colgate has purchased all domestic water from the village, creating a highly interdependent relationship between the university and the village.
We sometimes talk about the university and the village, which is absolutely the wrong way to think about it. It's the university in the village. So and the MUC, Municipal Utilities Commission, they don't say, well, we're going to deal with it in the village, then we're going to deal with it at Colgate. You deal with it in the system.
In 1907, the university constructed a central heating plant, and since it was built, the university has used water boilers and steam pipes to provide heat to the buildings. We continue to use this method today. One of the village's main priorities has always been to provide healthy drinking water. Going back as early as 1921, the village has been treating the municipal water with chlorine, and today they also treat the water with fluoride. The mid-1980s witnessed a switch in the water source, from Woodman's Pond to wells dug in Hamilton. Not only did this secure a more dependable water source from groundwater, but the taste stopped varying based on the migratory patterns of geese. It wasn't until the end of the 2000s that any attention was shifted away from water provision and towards water conservation. This happened when the university started to formally pay attention to sustainability through the formation of the Sustainability Council, the hiring of John Pumilio, and the formal commitment to be carbon neutral by 2019. Since this shift, we have seen initiatives such as the installation of low-flow shower heads around campus, which save us millions of gallons and around $100,000 per year on water. Efforts to educate students about their water use include publishing dorm-by-dorm statistics on the Lucid Dashboard monitoring system, providing recommendations for conservation in the Green Living Guide, and installing signs around campus that remind students to use water wisely.
I think the big push is coming from the sustainability office and sustainability-minded students who, want to see water conservation as a part of our program. I would like to see a bigger push and more people aware.
So why didn't Colgate conserve water before we signed a formal agreement?
We are in a water-rich environment. There's almost nothing financial to drive conservation. I mean, that's simply the fact of our place.
If the economic pillar is not driving decisions for conservation of water or the sustainability of the water system, where should we look to now?
This is our number one utility and our number one resource. If you don't have water, if you don't have potable water, let me say that, you don't do business. You can't do business. There's just no way. So that's the key to everything.
So we really need to be paying attention to our changing water regime and adapt to that change. And I think that's something that's right in front of us that we're working on right now on campus and also with the town and village of Hamilton.